Hey guys, so I want to speak frankly about this deal and how Trump's team got it done. Look, no deal is going to be a good deal, especially when it comes to negotiating with terrorists in exchange for innocent lives. Let me make this very clear right off the bat. This deal was accepted by Israel because it was different than all the previous deals on the table. And this deal, it only happened because of Donald Trump, period. Biden had spent over a year pressuring Israel to accept a deal that would have given Hamas everything they wanted, including staying in power. But with Trump's deal, Hamas knew that they had no choice but to take it because under Trump, the deal would have only gotten worse for them. So what makes this deal different? Any deal is going to come at an incredibly high price. Israel is a Jewish country that values life and the sanctity of the dead so much that it will make painful concessions to bring its people home. Hamas, on the other hand, is so evil that they are willing to trade innocent toddlers whose fate is unknown for convicted murderers. Let that sink in. So under Biden, Hamas stalled because they knew that they could push for more. They knew that Biden was weak and that he would pressure Israel to make endless concessions. So they were holding out for a better deal because Biden would have given them one. But under Trump, they took the deal because they knew that it was only going to get worse for them if they waited. Biden wanted Israel to accept a deal that would have permanently ended the war, letting Hamas survive to fight another day, kept Hamas in control of Gaza so that they could claim victory, forced Israel to completely withdraw even from the Philadelphia corridor, the critical border where Hamas smuggles weapons, and allowed Hamas to rebuild Gaza, which really means rearming for the next attack. So that was Biden's plan. That was what he was pushing Israel to accept, and that is why this deal could never have happened under Biden's watch. And now here's the deal that Trump got done. A temporary ceasefire, not a permanent one. This war isn't over, and Israel can go back in whenever they need to. 1,000 terrorists released for 33 hostages, which, yes, is a huge and painful concession. No forced IDF withdrawal from Gaza, including the Philadelphia corridor. That is a red line for Trump. Aid to Gaza will continue, but under strict oversight, not a free-for-all for Hamas to rearm, and a guarantee of Hamas not ruling Gaza ever again. Trump has made it clear, Gaza will never be a terrorist safe haven again. And most importantly, Trump has made sure that Israel could trust the United States again. Under Biden, Israel had to assume that any ceasefire meant pressure to back down, to stop the war, to let Hamas live. But under Trump, Israel knows that if they need to resume fighting, America will have their back. So why did Hamas finally agree? Because they believe Trump when he said that all hell will break loose. Hamas is weaker, they are more isolated, and they are on the verge of collapse. And they knew that this was the best offer that they were going to get. They took the deal because they knew that under Trump, the alternative was total and complete annihilation. Biden's weakness versus Trump's strength are clear based on their public statements about this deal. Biden's priority? To stop the fighting, regardless of the long-term consequences for Israel. His first sentence wasn't about the hostages. It was about halting the war. He literally says, this deal will halt the fighting in Gaza and surge much-needed humanitarian assistance to Palestinian civilians, and only then addresses the hostages. Trump's priority? Peace through strength. Ensuring Gaza will never again be a terrorist state, as he says. My national security team, through the efforts of Special Envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, will continue to work closely with Israel and our allies to make sure Gaza never again becomes a terrorist safe haven. That is the difference. Biden wanted to end the war, and Trump wants to win it. And Israel needs to win it. So yes, Biden will try to take all the credit, but we know the truth. This deal only happened because of Trump.